Hello everyone and welcome to Jennifer Clair Astrology. I'm Jennifer Clair and in this video you're going to learn what it means to have the moon in the 12th house. The 12th house is about endings, surrendering, and letting go. It shows us where we must detach from material things, people, and ultimately the ego. This means that if you have your moon here, you will have to be willing to accept some level of loss as part of your spiritual path and evolution. The 12th house is called the house of isolation, the house of meditation, and the house of mysticism. So, the higher ground for this area is to find a state of stillness where nothing in your outer world matters as much as what's going on in your inner world. If there's one thing you're being called to achieve with this placement, it's a higher level of consciousness. The reason we may be faced with losses if we have our moon here is because one of the soul's lessons is to learn we can go on without them. Whether it's something or someone we love that leaves this earth plane and enters into their invisible realm, our job is to come to recognize that our soul connection to them never dies. This doesn't mean it will be easy letting go, but there will be profound spiritual growth that comes when we fully accept what has been taken from us. It has often been said that the deepest levels of compassion stem from the deepest levels of suffering. Though you may not know it now, you are a healer, a teacher, and a guide. You have the tools, the wisdom, and the life experience to help others navigate through loss, grief, and feeling lost. When you recognize that detachment is one of the greatest soul lessons you came to learn, you will have an easier time letting go and accepting life on life's terms. You will no longer resist change or feel victimized by your circumstances. You'll be able to see the bigger picture and the deeper spiritual reason for any troubles that may befall you. Sometimes our deepest wounds are those we keep hidden in our unconscious mind. As long as they are there out of conscious awareness, we don't feel threatened by them. But in time, that moon in the 12th house energy gets triggered and those buried emotions surface to be integrated into your personality. So it is wise to take the steps necessary now to heal versus getting thrown off guard later in life when you are least prepared to deal with the tasks at hand. Another lesson that comes with the 12th house is oneness, which is recognizing your place in the universe not only as another human being, but as a spirit who's connected through consciousness to every other living thing. Consciousness is the common thread that connects us all, and when explored more deeply, this consciousness allows you to communicate telepathically with others, as well as attract desirable circumstances and like-minded people that help you live a life that is truly in alignment with your core values. The 12th house humbles us to the fact that this world we are living in is really an illusion, and there's so much more waiting for us on the other side. Yet we still find ourselves grieving over spilt milk or worrying about the future. And when we obsess over these minor 3D details, we distract ourselves from all the good that's waiting for us in this present moment, here and now. Thus, our challenge is to learn to reconnect with our higher selves on a more regular basis and check in with our intuitions so we can surrender our worries to a higher power and choose to live a life that is not based in fear. When you can master the art of detachment, you will see that it is not as though the universe will take everything from you that you hold dear, but rather that your attachment to these things will lessen over time. And you will start to feel so filled up, so empowered, and so content by the simple joy that comes from establishing a daily connection with the divine. Here is a mantra you can repeat when you get caught up in the 3D rat race and start to feel victimized by all the negativity happening around you. There is more than this life. There is more than this life. There is more than this life. With this mantra repeated often enough, you will notice that your attitude begins to shift from worry and stress to confidence and calm. And with this new energetic state, you can now ask yourself, how does my newfound mental clarity affect the way I view the world? How does it affect the way I treat people? How about the way I treat myself? How mindful and gentle can I move through this life experience? And how much love and acceptance can I radiate from my heart onto others? These are the ultimate questions for you to answer if you have your moon in the 12th house. You are learning how to have more acceptance, tolerance, and patience with others. You are learning to accept and be okay with the unknown and to tolerate others who may not be on the same spiritual path or be operating from the same level of consciousness. I know this can be challenging at times, especially if people are making drastically different decisions with their lives and their power of choice than you would. However, this is your chance to practice those 12th house virtues of compassion and forgiveness. Compassion and forgiveness are two words that you want to keep coming back to if you have your moon in the 12th house. We have to remember that no matter how different we are, we're all made of the same God stuff. We're all connected in the spirit of unity. And the more we can believe this in our minds, the more we will see it in our outer world. Everything starts with you. So you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the humble spiritual warrior you came to be, and let it be known by your actions how much you care. When you get discouraged by the news or other happenings that you feel powerless over, go into your meditation, quiet your mind, and remember that you always have the power to change your personal circumstances. You can do this through your mind, through your attitude, through your intentions, through your beliefs, and through your thoughts. You also have a powerful connection to Source 24/7, which can guide you through any problem, loss, or unknown circumstance you may face in your life. So lean into spirit, don't push it away. Your mind is emitting frequencies all the time. Through these frequencies, it's attracting certain situations to your life. So let me ask you, would you rather stay in a state of worry and fear or access higher vibrations through meditation and spiritual contemplation? The gifts the 12th house brings you are peace, bliss, contentment, and a feeling of connectedness to the divine. By practicing the spiritual discipline of your choice, you will develop more patience, compassion, tolerance, and unconditional acceptance over time. So, whenever you feel yourself getting down and discouraged, remember you are never alone, and guidance is one breath or one prayer away. Sit with intention to connect, silence your mind, and receive. These are the key messages for you, my friend, if you have your moon in the 12th house. Thank you for watching this video on the moon in the 12th house. I hope you've enjoyed it. And because this was a longer video and I could have shared a lot more information, instead of doing that, I decided to just recommend two books that I found really helpful for anyone who has their moon in the 12th house. The first one is called Project 369, and it's by David Kasnecki. And the second one is called The Presence Process by Michael Brown. Both of these I will link below so you can see them. All right, thank you. And if you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear your comments. See you next time.